it's James here from goodguitarist.com, and today we're going to show you how to play Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Now, there's something really cool about this song that I only noticed recently, and that is that the song is just 2 chords. Now, I thought that this song had a lot more in it. You know, I never really paid attention to it. It's always just something that every few years you just hear on the radio, or it's in the background somewhere, or you see a band covering it, and it's just 2 chords. And it's so interesting for being just 2 chords. Now, today we're going to show you 2 ways to play it. We're going to show you the optimal way to play it that uses bar chords, so it's not necessarily beginner friendly, even though it's a 2-chord song. But we're also going to show you a way that you can play it with a capo. You can put your capo on the 5th fret, and you can play it with 2 easy open chords. So we have the optimal bar chord way, and then we have the really easy way that you can play along with a recording with right away, even if you're a beginner. So we're going to show you both of those, and if you need to, you can skip ahead to the easy part, but you might pick up some tips, so it might be worthwhile to just watch the whole thing. Anyways, we're going to start out with some bar chords, and our first one is the notorious F chord. We're just going to play the F bar chord. Make sure you're getting every string. Now this song would be a major workout if you were holding down the chords the whole time, so don't stress out about that. We're actually going to show you a way where we do a little muted stroke thing, and that gives you a chance to let the pressure off and kind of recover between chords. So it's going to be pretty sustainable, and it's actually a really good way to build endurance. Anyways, we start off with our F chord, and then we're going to change to a G chord. So we're just dragging up the chord shape 2 frets, and that's it. And we play each one for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back and forth between F and G. So if you need to, just do this and just get used to it. Just kind of get used to playing through the chords. And when you switch chords, you get to take the pressure off. So that's a little break. So since the chords are so easy, I think we can just jump into the strumming pattern right away. So we'll do this on an F chord, and we're gonna go down, mute, up, down, mute, mute. So almost half of that is muted strokes. And to play a proper muted stroke, all you need to do is just let the pressure off with your chord hand. So see, I'm holding the chord down, and then I just let the pressure off, but I'm still leaving my hand on the chord. And then you get a muted stroke. So really what I'm doing is I'm going down, down, up, down, down, up. That's like the simplest thing ever, just down, down, up, 2 times in a row. But if I mute some of the strokes, this is what I get. So just practice that a bit over and over again. Down, mute, up, down, mute, mute. And do that on a G chord then, once you get used to the F chord. Do it a few times, and when you're ready to transition between the 2, you're actually going to do it during those last 2 muted strokes. So we go down, up, down, transition, down, up, down, transition. You know, you're doing the transition of the chords, and you're still doing the muted strokes. Those don't have to be on the chord necessarily, they can be between the chords. So down, mute, up, down, transition, down, mute, up, down, transition. So that's pretty straightforward actually. And take a moment, pause the video if you need to, and just work through those motions, you know, down, mute, up, down, transition with the down, up that's muted, and then you start it all again, but on the G chord, and then back and forth, and that's the whole thing. So let's try that together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so now that we've learned it, the optimal, the real way to play it, you're welcome to just go play along with the original recording. But if playing those bar chords is a bit too much for you, or you just don't have the endurance and you really want to play this song still, we can just put our capo on the 5th fret, and we're going to play the C chord and the D chord. And if you need help with these chords, there's a link down below to our ebook that goes over all the specifics of the most basic chords, strumming patterns, chord switching, all this stuff. It even comes with a bunch of videos that are on our website that you can use alongside the ebook. You can track your progress with the ebook. It's actually a really good way to make sure that you get your entire foundation. So if you need help with these chords, they're totally in there. We already got you covered on that. And we even have a video that just practices switching between just these two chords and shows you some tricks to help you make the change really clean. You can find all that below. So we have our two chords, and the first thing we should do is just practice getting the right rhythm. So we're just gonna play 4 downstrokes on each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could do this with the song. It would sound totally fine if you just played the recording in the background and just did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just counted them out. 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of them. And once you get used to that, we can add a strumming pattern. And our strumming pattern is going to be very simple to the way that we just showed you before with the F and G chord, except we're not going to have any muted strokes. So it's just down, down, up, 2 times on each chord. So on the C chord, down, down, up, down, down, up. So we just play down, down, up 2 times. And then we switch to the D chord, do the same thing. When you're switching, if you notice, this strumming pattern ends with a down, up, and then you have to make a switch right away. And that might be a bit too quick. So if you leave the chord early, notice there I went down, then on the up, my fingers already left and they were ready to get on the next chord. See, I'm leaving early. That's totally fine, because it's much more important to get the next chord right on the beat. So we can leave that chord early, and when you play it up to speed, you won't even notice it. And now, I bet if you watch videos of professional guitar players playing, you'll see them doing this all the time, leaving the chord early to land the next one right on the beat. It's just the better you get, you don't have to leave so early, because you can just nail the chord change after a while. But for now, it's a really good practice to leave the chord early so you can keep a consistent rhythm, and after a while your switches will just sharpen up like that. Trust me on that one. So take a moment with it, just practice the chords back and forth just on your own, pause the video if you need to, and when you're ready we can practice that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was how you play Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Now, to practice this song, whether you played it the first way, you know, with the 2 bar chords, or you played it the easier way with the capo, the best thing to do now is to go through the motions, practice them all, work them all out till it feels nice and smooth, then practice with this recording, because we have some play-alongs here that are a bit slower than the original recording, and once you can do that, just play the recording and try to play along. Since it's just 2 chords, you won't get lost. You know, you're going to be on one chord or the other. There's like a 50-50 chance you're going to be right. So what you can do is really focus on the rhythm, really listen to the song. You know, don't just listen to yourself, listen to the song, and then listen to yourself fit in with the song. This is a really good opportunity to do that. Anyways, have fun practicing, and I'll see you next time.